It's the Midwest Connectz, and we keep the streets on smash.
Things take your girl. Touch some more paper than the teller. Going for the bullshit whenever. Make some noise for my brother.
Other promoters, other marketers, other bloggers in these markets, so that when we get there, we can do things like this and help the artists get their word out a little bit. So that's all we're trying to do, is connect the dots.
Every time back from Mobile, Alabama to be here tonight, you know what I'm saying? We got Chicago coming up, we got Cincinnati coming up. We're be doing a 5-city tour with Empire, giving away a single distribution deal in 5 Midwest cities. We got Benzino coming up on market. We got Benzino coming to his market. We got a lot of stuff working currently. Big Buzz is coming to our Halloween party. I don't know if y'all get down with country rap, but we doing that for Halloween, man. Just a lot of stuff working. Like I said, I'm excited to be here. We're here to check out the talent. Hopefully bring somebody on a couple of these shows, you feel me? Tonight, so everybody tune in. Make sure y'all networking, because again, your network is your net worth. You hear me? Midwest Connectz, you ain't connected? Let you respect it.
All right. We're going through some crazy, looks like some crazy technical difficulties. So we're going to get straight into the meat and potatoes. You'll know what this is. This is the Connectz radio show, and it's my job to bring you the hottest unsigned and independent artists, plus interviews with the brightest stars in the culture. And that's what we're doing today. I hope I say it right. Nadia Vaeh, correct?
Vaeh.
Nadia Vaeh. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm getting it right. We're bringing y'all something different. Usually our show focuses on a lot of hip hop, a lot of R&B acts, but you identify as a Brat Pop-Rock act. Talk to me about it.
Yes. So we've got the grit of the rock. We've got the polish of the pop. And then I think that's where the brattiness comes in, where those two worlds merge. There's a little sass. You know, I say things in the way that I say them, and I have fun with it. And I'm just trying to be me.
Completely understood. No, that's dope. Says you're from the Atlanta area, born and bred, or did you migrate like almost everybody else?
Born and bred.
Awesome. So what was that like, kind of watching Atlanta go from, a great southern city to almost the mecca of music now?
Honestly, yeah, I feel like Atlanta's played a major part in all the different genres that I was exposed to. Like, it's such a melting pot of music. Like, I feel like it's on the map for its, rap and hip hop and R&B, but like so much good music gets made here from all genres. And I think it was definitely very, very integral into like me being the artist that I am today, being from here.
Absolutely. One thing you've done, and it says in your bio, is you're a huge Lizzo fan. I know she's got some controversy going on, so we'll stay away from that. But talk to me about what kind of made Lizzo the inspiration she was to you.
Yeah, I really feel like it's the essence that she kind of created around herself was just this, she was unapologetically herself. And unfortunately, with the controversy that's going around her, it's such a bummer because I feel like she was kind of a light force for a lot of people, and I really love the way that she used her platform to kind of provide voice to the voiceless.
Yeah.
And that's something I always aim to do with my music as well. But hopefully, it was actually from a genuine place and it wasn't just like a marketing ploy on her part.
Right.
That would be such a bummer for so many Lizzo fans. But regardless, I'm grateful to have had the inspiration because I feel like, there's always good and bad in every story, right? And
Absolutely.
it's a matter of taking the parts that serve you well. So that's how this cover was born. Truth Hurts.
Okay. And that was one of her biggest songs, and you went ahead and did a cover. Another thing that's mentioned in your bio is you come from a very personal place with your creativity, with your cover songs and remixes. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yes. So I'm definitely a writer first. Like I love crafting words. Like I got that from my mom. My mom was a poet and she struggled with depression and anxiety and she utilized poetry to like work through stuff. And I kind of got that from her. And unfortunately she lost her battle with depression when I was 17. But I feel like music and writing has been a way for me to work through that grief. And that's why I try to just draw from like the depths of what's going on inside of me. So that way nothing eats me alive because, oh, I've got a call coming in. That's not the time, guys, not the time. But I feel like, when we don't have these creative avenues to express ourselves, it can, foster in ways that we don't even realize and it will creep up on us. And that's why I'm so thankful for art and music and thankful that, I got brought back to music because after she passed, I like wandered away from it for so long and I was miserable. I didn't realize why I was so miserable. And then I got back into it and I was like, okay, yeah, I got this weight off my chest.
Understood. So how long have you been active, in the music scene and knowing that that's what you wanted to do for a career?
So I am so sorry. My Postmates is very, 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 I'm just going to tell them to drop it at the door. Yes. If you don't mind dropping it at 7:02, the door, that would be fantastic. Sorry.
It's all right.
Do you mind dropping it off at door 7:02? Oh, thank you. Yeah, if you can just drop it right there. I'm in the middle of a meeting. That will be perfect. Oh, 7812. Thank you. Thank you. Now y'all know my Postmates pin. Y'all can steal it. Swipe my orders.
Yeah, don't steal our orders, guys. We don't want to do that. No, that's awesome. Getting back into the music. Okay. And a career choice. How did you know? When did you know that this was it for you and you went all the way in?
I decided that I wanted to be all in on music. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. This Postmates person doesn't understand. Hello. This is your Postmates. If you can just drop it at the door, that would be great. Yes, 7812 is the pin.
Don't steal your Postmates, y'all.
Yes, don't steal the Postmates. It's 7812. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm in a meeting. Thank you. Sorry.
All good. All good. It happens.
So yeah, if y'all want to know the backstory on what I ordered on Postmates today, I got some Thai food, some pad Thai. It's gonna be great. So what was the question? I'm sorry.
No, when did you know you were ready to go all in for music as your career choice?
I knew I was ready to go all in when I kind of found my sound. Like I knew I was dabbling in folk and reggae for a little bit and a little bit of like R&B stuff. And then once I found pop, I was like, hold up. I think this is my jam. Like I can do a pop song with reggae influence. Oh, I can do a pop song with like, cause that's the beauty of pop, right? And then from there, I found my team of collaborators that just I felt like fully understood me. Okay. And I was like, oh, okay, bet I can do this. I can go all in. I got my people.
There you go. So do you record? I know a lot of artists these days have a home setup. Do you use a home setup or are you still outsourcing your recording?
All of it's done in the basement.
There you go. Okay,
Yep.
okay. That definitely makes it a little more intimate. And you said your team of collaborators. So if you're recording in the basement, do you bring the collaborators to you, or do you kind of? I know how it works now is people just send their pieces or their parts, and people put their expertise on it and send it back. Are you more of that fashion?
So it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
I'm blessed that one of my main collaborators happens to be who I'm doing live with. So we just go down to the basement, we work, and we actually work with a bunch of collaborators all over the world. Like we have co-producers that are in Australia, New York, LA, also here in Atlanta, and sometimes we'll just still like do the virtual thing because it's just easier.
Yeah.
And that's kind of our workflow. So.
Okay. And definitely you kind of touched on how the internet and being so connected makes it easier to create this great art, makes everything really efficient. So how long, and I don't want to date you or age you or anything like that, but are you from kind of what we call the CD era, or have you always been lucky enough to be doing it digital?
I'm lucky. I would say I'm lucky to have been from the CD era.
Okay.
Back when we had mechanical royalties, and
Yes.
you know, you had to really hunt for the music. I love the golden days, people.
Okay.
It was the golden days.
Nice. Nice. So talk to me about your favorite musical experience so far. I mean, obviously it's a journey and there are milestones. You've got plenty of press right there on your website, great photos and videos. So you've done and accomplished a lot of things. What would you say sticks out in your mind as your absolute favorite music moment so far?
I would say, and thank you, by the way, I would say my favorite iconic moment in my career was earlier this year. I threw an event here in Atlanta and I had people show up and show out for me. And it was sold out. Everyone was super hype, and it's just the most memorable show because I really got to connect with everyone on such a deep level. And I just can't wait to create more of those moments.
Dope. So what would you say is your favorite part of the production process? Is it the writing? Is it the working with the producers? Is it the putting it all together? What's your favorite part of the process?
I would say first the writing, but then also I really love creating the story around the release. Like what kind of visuals are going to go into it? What's the color scheme? Like what colors am I seeing when I'm hearing the song? Like, that I'm very visual as well. So like just kind of like piecing it all together, and then the release of it is just like so cathartic and therapeutic.
No doubt, no doubt. If you could have a dream collaboration, dead or alive, anybody, who would it be?
It changes every time I get asked this question. I like rattle off something different, but right now I'm like Pink. Pink would be dope.
Pink is dope. Pink is really dope. Shouts out to Philly. I'm originally from Philly. Pink's originally from Philly. So shouts out Pink. If you could work with one producer, if you had the chance to, work with a producer or a musician, I should say, who would it be?
Oh gosh.
I know there's a plethora.
This question stresses me out. I'm gonna have to tap out on that one because it's just like my brain is swirling with too many answers.
Okay, no worries. Now I haven't had the chance to dig super deep into your catalog. Checked out a couple of things. Have you had a favorite collaboration so far? Who have you worked with on some music that maybe you created your favorite song or had a great moment with that you really enjoyed?
One of my favorite producers and co-writers is Dion Shaw. He's out of Australia. I feel like he's just an extent, like we think so similarly. Like I'll say something right as he's saying something. Yeah. It's just, there's this weird, like we were maybe in a fetus together in a past. I don't know. Like he's definitely my favorite person to work with.
Awesome. That's dope to have that kind of, kinship and feel like it's connected, even though you're so many miles apart. That's dope. Where was your favorite place that you've ever performed?
I really loved performing in Sacramento at Holy Diver. I just feel like Sacramento has Atlanta vibes on the meets West Coast, and the people there are so dope. And they just like really appreciate art and live music in a very real way. So I would say that was lit.
That's awesome. That's awesome. If you could pick a stage, or festival or venue that you wanted to perform at any point in time, where would it be?
I'm going for Wembley, baby. We're going to UK and hitting that Wembley stage.
Nice.
Doing it up.
Okay. Now I don't ask this often, but I will ask, what is your most embarrassing musical moment? Maybe tripped up some stairs or flubbed some words in a live performance. Do you have any that you can recollect?
Yes, for sure. I performed at a drag show in LA, and I'm pretty sure I fell. I don't know. I kind of blacked out. Like, like it was just so embarrassing. I was like, I just need to like not remember this ever. It ever happened. But I made an ass of myself. I wore the wrong shoes. It was a problem.
Okay. I've definitely had my share of falling up stuff, dropping stuff, fell off a stage once. So I've been there. I get it. Okay. So we're gonna segue, and it was a horrible lead in, but we're gonna segue. I want you to kind of introduce the song. We're gonna do a world premiere of Truth Hurts right here on the Connectz radio show.
Yes, check out Truth Hurts by me, Nadia Vaeh.
All right, there it is. And we're going to go ahead and spin that Remember Man Connectz radio show.
Why ain't great till it gotta be great? I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% that bitch. Even when I'm crying crazy, I got boy problems, that's a human in me. Bling bling, then I solve them, that's a goddess in me. You could've had a bad bitch, non-committal, helped you with your career, just a little. You're supposed to hold me down, but now you're holding me back, and that's a sound of me not calling you back. Hey, why men great till they gotta be great? Don't text me, tell it straight to my face. Best friend set me down in the salon chair. Shampoo breaths get you out of my hair. Fresh photos with the bomb rating. New man on Atlanta Falcons trying. Truth Hurts needed something more exciting. Bum bum dum dum bum. You tried to break my heart, oh that breaks my heart. That you thought you ever had it, no you ain't from the start. Hey, I'm glad you're back with your bitch. I mean, who would wanna hide this? I will never ever 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 be your side chick. I put the Z in single, ain't worried about a ring on my finger, so you can tell your friends. Shoot your shot when you see him. It's okay, he already in my DM. Why men great till they gotta be great? Don't text me, tell it straight to my face. Best friend set me down in the salon chair. Shampoo breaths get you out of my hair. Fresh photos with the bomb rating. New man on Atlanta Falcons trying. Truth Hurts needed something more exciting. Bum bum dum dum bum baby. I'ma hit you back in a minute. I don't play tag, bitch, I've been it. We don't fuck with lies, we don't do goodbyes. We just keep it pushing like I. I'ma hit you back in a minute. I don't play tag, bitch, I've been it. We don't fuck with lies, we don't do goodbyes. We just keep it pushing like I. Why men great till they gotta be great? Don't text me, tell it straight to my face. Best friend set me down in the salon chair. Shampoo breaths get you out of my hair. Fresh photos with the bomb rating. New man on Atlanta Falcons trying. Truth Hurts needed something more exciting. Bum bum dum dum bum. Bum bum dum dum bum baby.
Dope. That was actually dope. I like the edginess. The song had an edginess that wasn't necessarily there when Lizzo did it. I like the Atlanta Falcons flip up to give it the hometown shout out. You know what I mean? It was a cover, but it was very unique in your approach. And like you said, the Brat Pop-Rock is kind of what that one influenced. So talk to us about how you kind of got that edge on there.
Thank you. Yeah. I figure, since there's like some conspiracy stuff going on with Lizzo, like I can fill in, like my version. We'll switch it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just really like wanted to hear it with like a little bit more grittiness because the song already is like so bratty. Like she's like,
Yeah.
listen, I'm that bitch, you know, I'm not gonna be anyone's like sloppy seconds. Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, we need to really, really emphasize that sonically. And that's how it kind of came to be.
Dope. Who played the guitar for you?
My partner, Tyler.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dope. Definitely dope on that. So when it came out, what was the feeling? You was like, all right, I took it, I made it my own. Did you knew you had one when it came out?
Say that again. Sorry, I broke up.
You knew you kind of had one. You was like, that one dropped. You was like, oh man, I feel like I took it and I made it my own. Did you know then, or what? Did it take a little time?
Oh, yeah. Before we even uploaded it, I was like, I really hope that like either Lizzo really loves this or like you know what I mean. I was just like, I feel like we kind of like we bodied the track. Like I'm not being conceited or anything. Like we did it hard, and it didn't. You know, I didn't mean to. We just went there. We went all the way with it, and we had fun with it. And
Nice.
I love reimagining songs like that. It's so fun.
Nice. So 2023, everybody's kind of back outside. I know, COVID's still a thing, but the lockdowns aren't in place anymore. People are back outside. Talk to us about what you have coming for the rest of this year.
Yes, next month, if you're in Atlanta, you got to come through September 15th. I'm doing a release party for my song called Fuck, which stands for something. It stands for Friends You Couldn't Keep. And it's all about those friends that, like might be like super excited for you, but like behind your back or like energetically, you kind of feel they're like waiting for you to fall on your face. And it's a very bratty approach to the whole thing, but it's actually kind of a ballad with like an epic build, and it's different. It's really fun, and we're doing a whole party around it on the 15th here in Atlanta. And
what venue?
It's a place called Waller's.
Okay.
And it's just like this coffee shop that's been super supportive of my music. They let me kind of take over the space and decorate it, hang lights, and do the whole like we turn it into a Nadia Vaeh experience.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. I love it. I love them. Thank you, Waller's Coffee Shop, for all the love and support. It's going to be a great time. And then from there, we're going to release actually a Halloween project. I like to do a themed Halloween project every year. It's called Cut to the Chase.
Okay.
And it's a 7-song EP.
Okay.
And then from there, I also have a very bratty Christmas song that's a very atypical holiday number where my friends and I take over the North Pole and kick out Santa Claus, essentially. So
awesome. So you definitely have it played, laid out. You're ready. You know what I mean? Got the theme singles going. I'm kind of looking forward to the fuck joint. That's the energy I hear a lot. In hip hop tracks is kind of that same thing. You got to watch out for the snakes, keep that grass low. So definitely looking forward to that. Theme projects are always fun. Did you want to talk about any of the singles in particular from the Halloween project?
Sure. Yeah. So it's a compilation of some songs that I've already released over the years.
Sure.
On theme around October. And there's 2 new songs on there. One is called The Purge. And the other one is called oh my gosh, my brain just took a whoop. It's called oh wow. You know what? That's going to be the surprise track for everyone.
not just for us, but for you too. The surprise track. We'll take it.
You're going to have to tune in. But it's a themed EP, and it's like got some crazy visuals, and it's going to be a vibe. Like,
dope.
My roommate is a special effects makeup artist, Beauty in the Gore, and she does some insane shit.
Nice. I hate to cut it short, but I do have another interview planned. One last question. If I come to Atlanta, one thing I like to do is eat. I don't miss a lot of meals. So if I come to Atlanta, where's the one spot I have to stop, and what do I have to order?
So I've been on a Thai kick, and there's this Thai restaurant called Basil Thai.
Okay.
And it's just really good. The people are amazing. I don't know if you like Thai food, but if so, we should totally go.
Awesome. All right, Nadia Vaeh, where can everybody find you and how do they tune in?
Find me at Nadia Vaeh on all the things, NadiaVaeh, everywhere.
Y'all know what to do. You are connected. You are respected. You definitely caught our ear, and we will be tuned in, and we will support any way we can. Make sure y'all tap in with Nadia Vaeh on all of your favorite socials. Y'all know what it is. It's the Connectz radio show. It's my job to bring you the hottest and unsigned and independent hip hop and R&B, plus interviews with the brightest stars in the culture. Remember, every single episode, this one included, is powered by bettersblock.com, getyourbuzzup.com, midwestmixtapes.com, straightofficial.com, the Fleet DJs and the Nerve DJs. This and every other interview we do, you can catch the playback on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you catch your favorite pods, and tap in with me at The Real Uncanny on all your favorite socials. We've got some exclusive pictures, photos, content. Y'all know what it is, man. We got another interview coming in just a few minutes, so stay tuned.